Professor Miyagi. We have lots of time, by the way, so very, very efficient, very quick.
Wonderful. Mind if I move around? Is that okay? We will get everything on camera. But... Well, I really appreciate the presentations that were given before mine. Thank you very much, Emerson and Deborah. Very interesting. As you can see, I'm from Soka University. I'm Japanese American. Right now, English is my first language. As a university, we have not implemented e-portfolios. I have just done it personally in my class, in my courses, and just this year, we've been able to get the Moodle portion of it, so we have the same type of applications available. And more specifically, I've been using Mahara for study abroad purposes. So as you can see from my title, focus on global competencies. And so in 2014, Soka University started a new faculty of International Liberal Arts, and we got this new building, beautiful building. And that's when I started working at Soka University, actually. And we have we describe the curriculum here of our faculty. The students, they spend one semester, their freshman year, in Japan, and we go through an intensive English program and give them a course in cross-cultural understanding, very basic level understanding. And then from the second and third semesters, they are required, everyone in the faculty must go study abroad. And we have specific sites that we have partnership agreements with. One in the UK, one in Australia, 2 in the US, and 1 in Canada. And I am the advisor for the study abroad in Canada. And this is where I've implemented Mahara, or e-portfolios, with those students. Okay. In total, it's about 8 months study abroad. FILA has these global competencies that the students are required to fulfill. As you can see, students are supposed to develop cross-cultural perspectives, communication skills, and global awareness. Okay, so how do we do that? How can we help students get cross-cultural perspectives? How do we get communication skills, or improve communication skills? How do we improve global awareness? I'm going to ask the question to you guys. What do you think? What do we do? It's not something you can just hand to them, right? There you go. Global awareness. Finished. Please. I want to make it more interactive, if that's okay. What do you think? Yes?
Well, I think those things, maybe some are accomplished by what I guess your two presenters said, kind of making students do these like e-portfolios and getting them so they can build their communicative skills, writing, reading, etc. Making them do things like presentations, get them to do their presenting skills. Developing global awareness, like this Global Citizens course, putting that into their curriculum and kind of having them do those things, cross-cultural perspectives, encourage study abroad. Again, maybe these two, they come from universities where it's also mandatory to study abroad. So
It sounds like from what I saw, it was the second year they study abroad, is that correct?
Second semester.
Okay, yeah. Our students, they go out right after the first semester, right? And once they are out there studying abroad, we don't have any control. They're simply with the partner institution and they go through their courses. And so we have very little control or authority. So what do? Thank you, by the way, for your comments. We use the e-portfolio, right? And the students, with the e-portfolio, they can create these pages, portfolio pages. They can upload documents, images, videos, audios of their experiences. So some of our students were very adventurous. They went way up north to a place called Yellowknife, up in Canada, because they wanted to see the Aurora Borealis, right? They video recorded it, right? And they uploaded it onto Mahara. They wanted to share these videos with the students back in Japan. See? And very often with their smartphones, they would take pictures, you know. They would go out to, they show me this Japanese sushi buffet place they went to for 12 Canadian dollars. And said, Mr. Miyagi, look at all this Japanese food we have, right? But we have these things so that they can share their experiences. They can also share files, documents. So they're taking courses, English language courses at their sites, but the homework assignments they share with us actually. Yeah, they don't have to, but they do, because they're trying to say, this is what we're learning, right? They're trying to say, this is how we're improving. Okay? And they also have a chance to reflect on their experiences, because they have these pages, they have a chance to share and look back on their pages. Okay? It's quite student-centered. Mahara helps students to organize their thoughts. Oh, this is the wrong word. Okay. Also creates a community of learners, right? SNS was mentioned, and our students, they are allowed to share within the students that go to the same site. Right? We don't let them to go out of that group though. And of course I get to see it too. But they share with each other, they share their experiences. So if they find something at their site, the other students know, oh, this is where you can get really cheap or something, Japanese food products, and they go on their adventures. Okay. And artifacts, as was mentioned, their homework assignments, the activities that they do. And it also has been a communication portal between me, the study abroad advisor, and the students. Okay, so this is just one I made so you can see what it looks like. You can post images, audio files, put journal entry, embed videos. I'm from Utah, that's why I like Utah Jazz. I put it up there. And the sharing settings, you can set the shares. We try to keep it within the groups. There's a discussion forum also available in Mahara, and students often use the discussion forums to help each other, right, on certain issues. And uploading files in the community. Here's the communication portal. Students can email me within Mahara. And they are required to give progress reports, monthly progress reports, and I check those and give them feedback on those progress reports. Okay, so I had 19 students who went to Canada, and they usually use their smartphones to do their Mahara assignments, upload stuff, and I provided feedback and support. Usually what would happen is they have some type of cultural experience, right? And then they would use Mahara to post their experience, either in a journal, they take pictures, videos, whatever it is, right? And then I would give them some feedback. They would have some time to reflect on that experience. And then there's usually some type of discovery or new awareness. So this is a story I will share with you. We'll just call this person Student A, okay? He had a cultural experience. The first class that he entered into, there were students from all over the world, China, Saudi Arabia, learning English. But there were there was a certain student that was very, very disruptive in class. Right? You know what I mean by disruptive? This student refused to speak in English. Would just always speak in his native language and just completely ignore the teacher, would do whatever he wanted in class. While student A was there for the specific purpose of learning English, right? And so he had this little conflict. And first assumption or first thing that came to his mind, what do you think came to his mind? Guess?
Violence.
Violence. That's good. Pretty close. Yes. Yes.
Was the other student Japanese as well?
No.
Because if it had been, I would have just said they would have just floated back to their L1.
No, the student was Chinese actually. I wasn't going to mention it. I was trying to keep it out.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. He was quite upset though, and the assumptions that he had was, this is just a bad student, right? He doesn't know how to speak English, so he's not speaking English, right? He's wasting his time, his parents' money, all that, right? But he recorded this experience on Mahara and detailed, his thoughts and feelings about it. Of course, I had a chance to read it as the advisor. And I gave him some feedback and some suggestions. And the suggestion I gave was, find out more about this person. I mean, it's just only been a week since you've been abroad, right? I mean, we send the students to go abroad so that you can find out more, right? Learn more about the people that you're interacting with. Hopefully that will help you with cross-cultural perspectives. So that's what the student did, right? Started sitting next to this troublemaker, right? And found out his name, where he was from, why he was in Canada, right? What he was doing there, and he made some new discoveries. He found out, well, I didn't have it on that slide, but he found out that this student was actually a very good English speaker, right? Much better than himself, right? But he didn't want to be there. What happened was he failed his the university entrance exams in his country, and his parents the next day gave him a ticket, just the next day, and told him, "You're going to Canada." And so this was kind of his well, he was trying to rebel, right? Show that he didn't want to be there. He wanted to do something else, right? And so that's why he was initially refusing to speak in English. Right? Yes. Well, he found this out though. Student A found this out and said, "Oh, maybe I didn't understand his perspective." Right? So he learned to withhold judgment, and he learned to maybe try to ask more questions to find out, to communicate, improve his communication with others. Right? Okay. So I asked earlier, how can we help students gain cross-cultural perspectives, communication skills, global awareness. It's not something you can physically just hand over to them. Right? But what I've learned from the e-portfolio experience is that they have these experiences, they have to get it themselves. Right? We simply guide them, right? Give them some advice and help them through that process, the reflective process. And that makes it available, well, this is possible, of course, through the e-portfolio system. Okay, well, short, but I really wanted to thank the two here because I saw that you have implemented it university-wide or college-wide, right? From where I am from, there's been a lot of resistance.
Oh, yeah.
And so, not just with Mahara, but with Moodle, with other forms of technology as well. And I've discovered that a lot of it has to do with they don't know, right? They really don't know, right? So where I am at and where they're at is quite different. Where I am at right now is I'm trying to gather data to try to show that this is beneficial, right? Not only for us as teachers, but for the students. And the goals that the university has of trying to gain these competencies for the students, cross-cultural awareness or global awareness, cross-cultural perspectives, communication skills. And so hopefully someday we will get to where you guys are at. I had to use my own server, set up everything all by myself, lab stack, and put it all together. And so, yes, it's a lot of work, definitely. Okay, well, we still have lots of free time, I bet.
Yes.
So,
We can go to a Q&A, or if you'd like to continue.
yeah, Q&A,
Mhm.
if that's okay.
All right, thank you very much. Three great presentations, and now